All right, before I begin, I just want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the head apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth, along with the sincere brethren also laboring in his work, and to the believers, you are say Shalom. All right. So I got some pretty juicy information pulled up in this article, which was published in May 24, 2006, about the secret FEMA plan to use pastors as pacifiers in preparation for martial law, right? And what they saying in this article, this is a pretty lengthy article. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to get some of it. But it goes into, all right, what they're trying to do, what they were trying to do, all right, in the time of martial law, once it was declared. And the same things that are mentioned in this article lines right up with what they're doing right now with this outbreak, along with the vaccines, okay? And this one is telling you how your pastors, your 501c3 pastors, all right, that you put your trust in are in on as well, okay? You know, you people fail to realize how much influence money has on the individual, okay? Money plays a huge part in getting someone to align with whatever you want them to do. You know, a lot of your pastors have sold out and have signed a 501(c)(3) contract to receive benefits to do after the ordinance of the heathen. And in this case, it's Esau, so-called white man. All right. So if your congregation or your pastor has a 501c3 charter, then they are false prophets, and they pretty much are owned by the government. So if you don't know that, then now you know. And this really pretty much shows you why. All right. So as it says right here. It says that pastor has come forward to blow the whistle on a nationwide FEMA program, which is training pastors and other religious representatives to become secret police officers who teach their congregations to obey the government in preparation for a declaration of martial law, all right, property and firearm seizures and forced relocation. So we are already in martial law, okay? So it says in March of this year, which was 2006, the pastor who we shall refer to as Pastor Revere was invited to attend a meeting of his local FEMA chapter, which circulated around preparedness for a potential bio-terrorist attack, any natural disaster, or a national declared emergency. And that's what we're in, all right, a national declared emergency over the coronavirus pandemic, or so-called, and also these riots, which have forced them to put in or declare martial law, in which that was part of their agenda all along, as you can see. Okay, it says the FEMA directors told the pastors that attended that it was their job to help implement FEMA and Homeland Security directives in anticipation of any of these eventualities. The first attempt was for pastors to preach to their congregations Romans 13. All right, Romans 13, of course, we in the faith. All right, the ones that follow Great Millstone know that, you know, you're supposed to obey the laws of the land. There's no power that is not ordained by the Most High, but the Most High gives you specific guidelines and things that you should not follow according to the heathen. All right, as far as like signing covenants with them when it's dealing with this gospel. And also, you know, taking vaccines and an RFID microchip or piercing your skin. These are things that you're not supposed to do. Okay? So, yeah, that's taken out of context. Romans the 13th chapter. Go and read it. It says the often taken out of context Bible passage that was used by Hitler to hoodwink Christians into supporting him in order to teach them to obey the government when martial law is declared. And that's the same thing that your pastors are doing. They're preparing you doing that. You know, you got IUIC, okay, which have a 501c3 charter. You also have ISUBK that has a 501c3 charter, okay? And what do they both tell you? It's okay to take the vaccine. And what else? The mark of the beast is not the chip. This is doing after the ordinance of the heathen. Now we believe that they know, or at least I believe, through the Spirit, that they know what the mark of the beast is, but they're not allowed to speak on it. Okay? It's because of the government has disallowed them to speak on that, because that is a big part of their New World Order agenda. Okay, that's what happened when you sign a 501c3 contract. You get benefits, but at the same time, you have to compromise what you say. According to the scripture, you can't come out and say anything that goes against what they got planned for the New World Order agenda. And that's what you see with these Israelite camps. It says, it was related to the passage that quarantines, martial law, and forced relocation were a problem for state authorities when enforcing federal mandates due to the cowboy mentality of citizens standing up for their property, and Second Amendment rights, as well as farmers defending their crops and livestock from seizure. It was stressed that the pastors needed to preach subservience to the authorities ahead of time in preparation for roundups, and to make it clear to the congregation that this is for their own good, right? And the scriptures also speak about, Esau, Edom, having two horns like a lamb and speaking like a dragon. Okay, that thing is coming at you with peace. Okay, but at the end, it's all about trying to destroy you, and that's what they did with the so-called natives. All right, with the peace treaties that they broke, that was their plan all along. Okay, they'll shake your hand, but all along they have a knife behind their back ready to stab you once you turn around, and that's what's going on right now. Now they baiting everyone into this agenda that they got planned for the New World Order, and the people don't understand that they're being led to destruction. It says, where was that? Okay. It says, we have received confirmation from other preachers and pastors that this program is a nationwide initiative and a literal Soviet model whereby the churches are being systematically infiltrated by government volunteers and used as conduits for martial law training and conditioning. And this shit is real, man. This is how much power your government has over the people. It says the pastor was told that over 1,300 counties were already on board. This was back in 2006, right? It says it falls under the umbrella of NVOAD program, which is training volunteers in a peer-to-peer program in a neighborhood setting. Pastors were told that they would be backed up by law enforcement in controlling uncooperative individuals, and that they would even lead SWAT teams in attending to quell resistance. All right, and the quell just pretty much goes into pretty much stopping resistance. Police provide cover for a FEMA house-by-house search in New Orleans. We get the picture that we're going to be standing at the end of some farmer's land while he's standing there with his double barrel saying we have to confiscate your cows, your chickens, your firearms, says Pastor Revere. All right. I want to skip over that and go down to the good information. Right here it says, in the event of an outbreak, or a bioterrorist attack, there will be a mass vaccination. You see that? There will be a mass vaccination. It says they have a program nationwide. Pills in people's palm in 48 hours. Pills in people's palm in 48 hours. Said the pastor, who was told that Walmart had been designated as a central outlet of this procedure. Pastor Revere said that many attendees believe in the necessity of the program and were completely unaware to the motivations behind its true purpose, and were offered incentives to become volunteers, such as preferential treatment and first access for themselves and their families to vaccines and food shipments in times of emergency, which rose to close off after martial law was declared had also already been mapped out. All right, so this shit has been in motion, man. this new world order thing has been in motion. So what you're saying right now was planned out well beyond 2006. Right? It's just his article was written in 2006, but they've been planning this out. It says the precedent for mass gun confiscation in times of real or manufactured emergency was set during Hurricane Katrina, when police and National Guard patrols forced homeowners, even in areas unaffected by the hurricane, to hand over their legally owned firearms at gunpoint, as it is detailed in the video below. Alright, so that's pretty much it on that. You can go and read this for yourself, but the fact that they plan, a mass vaccination. Damn, where is it? Okay. Yeah, here we go right here. It says, in the event of an outbreak, alright, so we got this fake coronavirus outbreak, which was pre-planned. It says, or a bioterrorist attack. And also your boy Bill Gates also warned of a bioterrorist attack, as a second pandemic or whatever. It says there'll be a mass vaccination. They have a program nationwide, pills in people's palms in 48 hours. I'm gonna have to look that up. Said the pastor who was told that Walmart, okay, you change Walmart around, you get marked, alright, which stands for Marshall. And you get Wall, you flip that around, you get law. Alright, so martial law. And that's what Walmart stands for. Had been designated to the central outlet of this procedure. Alright, so as you can see, man, these people, Esau's a damn devil, man. And so they're gonna come at you people as if, they're trying to help you. They got schools set up, right? You see the schools are out, so they got the schools set up for the concentration camps. And they're gonna tell you that they got food, they got water, they got all these things that are gonna accommodate you, all right? And they're gonna use that to get rid of many of you Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives, because you have already been put as the culprit of the coronavirus. And now that you are the culprit, you pretty much are the virus, and so they need to put you down, and they're gonna bait you right into that trap, And your pastors and your false teachers are selling you out, man. They selling you out by telling you that you can take a vaccine, right? And that the RFID microchip, it's not the mark of the beast. They sold out. Yeah, Job 15:34. It says, what, for the congregation a hypocrite shall be desolate. That's talking about Esau. But then it says, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery. Right? The tabernacles of bribery. So if you got a congregation that are teaching you lies because they get in the bag. Alright, so when you click on this word bribery down here,
Strong's H7810, shohad.
Alright, which means what? A present, a bribe. Okay, you know what a bribe means, right? It means to sell out, a gift, a present, reward. Let's read this. It says a present, a gift, especially one to free from punishment. Alright. So they probably they could have taken the bag because Esau may have told them that they were going to be safe in the time of martial law. You see? That could be another reason why they took the bag. It also says, or to corrupt a judge, to take a reward, a precious stone as a gift. So pretty much, man, hey, it's to take a reward, right? To sell out, basically what that means. All right. Anyone that got a 501c3 contract has sold out. 1 Timothy 6:10, for the love of money is a root of all evil. All right? For the love of money is a root of all evil. Okay? Which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Your boy Nate used to preach in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right? And now what he doing? He's saying he don't even believe in the name. All right, that goes back into the book of Acts, I think, when they told the apostles not to preach in the name of Yahweh Bashim Shai. You see? So how can you once know the name, then all of a sudden the name don't matter? Or that's not his name, or we don't know his name. You see? He took the bag. Let me read verse 9 here. But they that be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which draw men in destruction and perdition. Okay? Anyone that's following these people with the 501c3 contract, you're going to be destroyed too. Isaiah 9:16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. All right? And why are you going to be destroyed? Because you're going to take a vaccine, you're going to take that microchip. All right? Because your congregation told you that that was not the mark of the beast, and that it's okay to get a vaccine. Revelation 13:16, and he calls with all. Who is that he? That's talking about Esau. He calls with all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Why? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Okay? So what they pushing towards right now is a caste society. They want to attract everybody. All right? You're talking about the top banking families, the elites. They want to know everything. They want to be the all-seeing eye. It is watching over everything that's going on. And that's going to be their way of kind of controlling the Israelites. All right? And keeping them from waking back up. So they feel like they're going to accomplish their agenda of fulfilling the New World Order and getting control over the Israelites so that we don't rise back up again. And that's straight out of Psalms 83rd chapter, when these nations had taken crafty counsel, to cut us off from being a nation. And that's what that's all about, to keep us in derision. You see? And, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Let me get one more, and I'm going to close it out. Pretty much got the point made. Daniel 8:25. It says, and through his policy, also he should cause craft to prosper in his hand. Okay? So through this man's craft, he is causing, all right, through his policy, Slaki, he is causing craft to prosper in his hand. So he's writing policies. Okay? He's enforcing laws. All right? And he's pushing forward his agenda. And these people, they are right along with him. All right, the tabernacles of bribery, the congregation of sellouts are right along with him. And they're going to be burned right along with him in here in America. All right. It says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, which is his mind, and by peace, look, he shall destroy many. So he's going to lead you people, all right, by offering you peace, but you're going to be led into your destruction. All right? That's why we tell you people, don't take the mark of the beast. Don't take the vaccine when it comes out, because it's detrimental to your livelihood and to your soul. So, hey, it's better to die if you have to not taking the chip or the vaccine than to take that shit and be killed by the Most High. All right? So, with that, Lord willing, let's edify until next time. Shalom.